Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Yes, I'm doing an early live because my schedule is a little hectic at the moment, so I have to get on when I can. So bear with me. Um, it's after 5 a.m. in the high 10. I'm on the Eastern Standard Time, so please forgive me, but I decided I better do this while I can. There is so much going on with this man. I just can't even begin to understand how every day there is something about this man in the queue. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's like Hollerville all over again, just one thing after the other. You can't even catch your breath on one thing. This person got this to say. This person got something to say. This person got something to say. I can't keep up with all the he said, she said gossip. So I'm sure many of you will probably come in with something new that I have not heard because I just can't keep up with all of it. I have enough going on to keep up with this storyline. But I'm going to bring you the said information. I have several sources to bring you. There's going to be articles. There's going to be stuff in the queue. And then I'll just give you places to go and you can dissect it how you see fit. But there is just more BS with this fella. I'm going to bring you commentary that now the police are saying they did know that he hit her. I will bring you a source pertaining to that. That infamous video that's floating around of the police talking to Miss Petito and Brian outside the van. Now that's being released that the police did have knowledge beforehand that he had hit her. So that's going to be a big stink. I'm going to also bring you information that the search for him has scaled back, whatever that means. Naturally, I told you, FBI has gone to the parents' house to get said items for DNA matching, which leads me to wonder why. Use your better half. Either in case he's found dead, in case they know of someone that's dead, and or evidence found at the scene of where Miss Petito passed away. I'm also going to bring you commentary about them speaking out finally. Then there's going to bring you stuff from the queue of some alleged rumors of Twitter and some other social media stuff that I'm finding in the queue off of other people's content. I don't know what's true or not. He's got some accounts up that are allegedly of him. Some are saying they're fake. I don't know what fake even actually means anymore. I'm just going to bring you whatever I find and we'll just go from there. And also, lastly, I'm going to bring you commentary that somebody is alleging they saw him on the 26th at a bar, and we will chop that up. That was on the 26th of August. So that was one day before Petito was last seen on the 27th at a restaurant. I'm going to give you the distance between the said places, and then you can decide for yourself what the hell was he doing over here in this state, 2 hours and 20 minutes away from where they were supposed to be seen on the 27th. She in a restaurant, I'm assuming with him. Why was he alone a day before in a bar? Eyewitnesses are standing on that account that they did see him. Oh Lord, I can't keep up with myself. Thank you so much for joining me. Golly, it's just sickening. Good morning, you all. Thank you so much. Yes, such a coward, indeed. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to roll with it because it's a lot to bring you. CNBC television is source number one. The manhunt for Brian Laundrie continues.
Gabby Petito's boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, now in its second week, and today the FBI said it's scaling back and targeting based on intelligence. Search teams had been scouring a swampy 25,000-acre nature reserve for more than a week now. So far, they haven't reported finding anything. Police say they hope the water levels will go down in areas that are really hard for them to access right now. The FBI yesterday also requested some of Brian's personal items to help them with DNA matching of some sort. The family attorney says Brian Laundrie's parents provided them. And then today, a brand new statement. The Laundrie families, through their attorney, said his parents do not know where he is and that they hope the FBI can locate him. They also emphasized that speculation by the public and some in the press that the parents assisted Brian in leaving his home or in avoiding arrest on a warrant that was issued after Brian had already been missing for several days is just wrong.
Unconventional thinking.
Okay. That's CNBC. So the search is scaling back, which I think is probably a good idea because I don't think he's there in the swamp. What makes them think he's still there? I don't know, but they're scaling back. His parents are giving a statement that they do not know where their child is. I'm also hearing of protesters hanging out at these people's home. Wow. I mean, it just goes on and on. It does not stop. I'm going to look in the queue for something else pertaining to the protesters. I saw someone holding a sign standing outside. Oh, Lord have mercy. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Nothing. Thank you all for joining me. Let's see. Well, thank you, Australia. Thank you. I'm trying to find something else. Well, I don't see it. Let's see. Then there's also some business going on about dog bounty hunter has found the campsite. I'm reading off of somebody else's linked to Brian and his parents. So it's alleging that they went on a camping trip, but he didn't return. That's also something I'm seeing in the queue. Oh, Lord have mercy. It doesn't stop. Okay, I'm still looking for something else. Hold on. Right here on someone else's content, there's a young boy standing outside the Laundrie home with a bullhorn, and it says, "We think you're guilty, so prove your innocence." Because he didn't spell that right, but anyway, more nonsense. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm still looking. See what else I can come up with, just so you all can see. I don't know. And people are still trying to link him with those other two women that were found murdered out in Moab, Utah. I don't really know what to say. It's just like so crazy. Well, thank you all you Australians in the house. Amen. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and read you some commentary now. Thank you all so much for joining me. Oh, Lord, this story just makes my butt itch. I'm sorry. As I told you, they're scaling back the search. The parents have given a statement. We got the dog bounty hunter joining in the search. He's talking about he's seen, or there's a mess going on with him coming across the campsite where he believed they all camped out. It's very odd and suspicious. Where he's getting information, I do not know. Just trying to remember everything. Going to the house to get personal items. I do believe I already brought you all that said information. Police asked for personal items of Gabby Petito's fiance for DNA matching. Attorney says CNN is the source. As authorities continue to search for Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundrie, the FBI has asked for items that might have his DNA, the Laundrie's family lawyer said. During the agency's visit to the family home, the FBI requested some personal items belonging to Brian Laundrie to assist them with DNA matching, and Brian's parents provided the FBI with what they could, the Laundrie's lawyer, Stephen Bertolino, told multiple news outlets. FBI agents returned to Florida home Laundrie shared with his parents Sunday. As seen in the video shot by CNN, at least 2 agents could be seen at the home, and one had a bag in his hand. Laundrie's parents told authorities on September 17th that the 23-year-old left their home days earlier with a backpack and said he was headed to the Carlton Reserve. A source close to the family told CNN's Chris Cuomo Laundrie left his parents' home without a cell phone and wallet. Once again, I'm going to say this. Who is this person? Hello, everybody in the chat. Who is this anonymous person that's giving this information that he left with a phone and a wallet? Why his parents couldn't have told that? They're the ones living in the house. So now that means a third party knew of him leaving allegedly with a wallet, leaving a wallet and a cell phone behind. So now we have to ask ourselves this. Did you turn in the wallet and cell phone to the FBI? So you have to ask all those questions. I didn't ask that before, but did they turn that in? And does it even mean anything? So he left with a backpack. I'm going to say it again. Who is the source that's revealing this information? A close friend of the family, family member? Who is the person, and why can't they come forward to say, this is what was told to me, this is what he took, didn't take, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Since then, investigators have scoured the Carlton Reserve, vast and unforgiving 25,000 acres of swampland that's home to alligators and snakes. Drones, dive teams, bloodhounds joined an extensive search effort, according to the Northport Police Department. Police said the FBI has taken over the search and indicated it will be of a smaller scale. So this is reaffirming what I just brought you. The search for this fool has scaled back, and this is an FBI search now. I don't think you're going to see those large-scale types of efforts this week. The FBI is now leading the search, and I'm told it will be scaled back and targeted based on intelligence. What does that mean? Does that mean primary information given, such as a source revealing, this is where I saw him, this is where I think he is? I'm assuming that's what intelligence means. Okay, this is coming from spokesman Josh Taylor. Hopefully, water will lower in areas hard to currently access. So, what are you telling us? You believe he's in this swamp? He killed himself. He lied down in the swamp. Yeah, okay. Laundrie's disappearance came at the height of the search of Petito. The two had gone on a road trip together, chronicling their travels on social media with the hashtag van life. But Laundrie returned to the home they shared with his parents on September 1st without her. Authorities later found Petito's remains in a national forest in Wyoming, and her death was ruled a homicide. So it goes on to say the same things. You know, he's facing a federal warrant for use of unauthorized devices. He used a debit card and PIN for accounts that did not belong to him. Charges exceeded over $1,000 between the dates of August 30th, September 1st. This is in a federal indictment. The Laundrie attorney says in a statement that the warrant was not for Petito's death, but related to activities that allegedly took place afterward. 2 separate rewards totaling $30,000 have been offered to anyone who provides law enforcement officials with Laundrie's whereabouts. So if any of you are thirsty for money, you know where to go if you see dirty laundry. And I'm going to tell you something that is so hilarious. You will open up articles pertaining to this story, and they will have laundromat as his name. I kid you not. I've read at least, I know, 3 to 4 pieces of content in the past couple days, and they will not spell his name right. They will say laundromat. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so I'm not going to read the rest of this because it's basically saying everything that we've already heard 1,000 times. They go on to talk about the body cam and that incident with those 2 visible scratches on his face. It says body cam video of the incident shows Petito telling police the couple had been fighting earlier that morning and were going through some personal issues. He wouldn't let me in the car before, Petito said. The officer asked Petito, because of your OCD? She responds, he told me I needed to calm down, but I'm already calm. I have OCD and sometimes I get really frustrated, she said. Moab police suggested the couple go their separate ways that night. No charges were filed. On August 26th, Jessica Schultz saw Laundrie parked in a white van at Grand Teton National Park, and no one appeared to be with him on the 26th, she told the San Francisco Chronicle. Okay, so this is where it's about to get real grainy. Come on, Queen, with it. If this woman, Jessica, said she didn't see the girl with him on the 26th, I'm getting ready to bring you confirmation, allegedly, from people who saw him in a bar on the 26th in a whole nother state alone. So this is two separate people seeing him alone on the 26th. Then who the hell saw her in a restaurant on the 27th? Could it be perhaps somebody's got this information incorrect? Because something's off here. Very, very off. Because I got a feeling she's been gone earlier than what people are thinking. Because the mother's timeline, if I thought was right, was somebody said something about the 25th. So I'm starting to get these dates mixed up. Because now we've got Jessica Schultz saying on the 26th, Laundrie parked in a white van at Grand Teton Park. No one appeared to be with him. If she's right. Then I've got somebody else on the same date at another bar in another town, 2 hours away. Several eyewitnesses saw him there. And that's 2 hours and 20 minutes away. And I'm going to bring you that commentary too. So I think somebody's got the dates wrong with when they actually saw her alive. I believe a plan got put into motion to get rid of her. And then he fumbled around in these different locales because can't say what, where. He was doing. But I believe she was gone. I honestly believe she was gone. Yeah. Well, this is what people do. I heard the mom was a clerk. She's not an attorney herself, and I doubt the father was a cop. Okay. Okay, that information I just brought you is by CNN about the personal items, them scaling back the search. I brought you information that the parents have spoken out. There's also rumors of fake accounts on social media that he's hiding behind. I don't know if those are true. It's just a lot of BS with this guy. Just utter BS. And naturally, the FBI went there to get personal items from the home to see about a DNA match. So this is naturally probably for whatever was found at the scene with Miss Petito and or anyone that comes up deceased. They will have said DNA to confirm a decedent and what they found at the crime scene to see if indeed he was the last person with Miss Petito. Oh man, it goes on and on. This is the one that's the clincher. Okay. Well, make sure I'm bringing you everything. New York Post is the source. Thanks for joining me. Tourist claims he saw mad Brian Laundrie alone in bar just prior to Gabby Petito's disappearance. This was just uploaded yesterday at 5:27 p.m. A Louisiana man on a road trip through Montana said he had a strange encounter in a bar with the man he believes was Brian Laundrie just one day before his girlfriend, Gabby Petito, was last reported seen alive. Hunter Manny's 44 said he saw the man who resembled Laundrie wearing a hoodie and drinking by himself at the end of the bar on the night of August 26th at Bullwinkle Saloon in West Yellowstone. So this is where this gets grainy. If you saw him at night on the 26th, and then this lady says she saw him in a van on the 26th without the girl, then that means he drove up to this saloon place, which sits above Wyoming, because I looked it on the map before I came and got live. What are we saying? That she was probably gone on the 26th. So how could she have been seen on the 27th at a restaurant? Okay. I'm going to repeat this again so you can follow what I'm saying. Hunter Manny's 44 said he saw the man who resembled Laundrie wearing a hoodie and drinking by himself at the end of the bar on the night of the 26th at Bullwinkle Saloon in West Yellowstone. He was just mad at the world, it seemed like, Manny's told the Post. I didn't pay attention to him other than that he and this other couple were the only ones in there, he said. But then he and the doctor friend started talking to the couple, another physician and her partner. The couple got into hunting and guns and politics, Manny said, adding that's when he realized that the man had been listening. The guy just looked mad, and then at some lull in the conversation, he said, "Stupid Southerners and effing Republicans." Manny said that his friend shot back, "Stupid Southerners? She and I both have DR in front of our names. Do you?" Which means doctor. I kind of laughed and said, "Well, where are you from?" He said, "New York," Manny said. And I said, "Okay, New York." And he said, "I have a name. It's Brian." I said, "Let me ask you this, New York. What did you expect to find in a small mountain town in the middle of nowhere, Montana? Did you expect to find a bunch of Democrats?" Manny said they returned to their conversation, but they got a weird vibe from the man the rest of the evening. When you open this article, you will see a set place of the saloon. It's a gray finish on the outside with a wooden door. It's called the Casino Bar. And then there's another picture of Mr. Brian sitting on top of the said van. He's sitting on top of it, literally. He's sitting all the way on top of what would be considered the hood of the van. Go figure. He was overly invested in our conversation. We felt watched, Manny said. He wasn't talking to the bartenders. He was there alone. It just stood out as odd. Manny said that his friend also confided in him that she thought he had that serial killer look. Manny said they talked about how odd the encounter was a few more times before parting ways on the trip. But when the news of Petito's disappearance made headlines, his friend called him. She said, "That's the crazy guy from the bar," he said. Manny said that he watched body camera footage of Laundrie and Petito taken by authorities responding to an alleged domestic incident in Moab, Utah. "Just the way he carried himself, and I heard his voice. It was him," Manny said. A manager for the West Yellowstone Bar didn't respond to requests for comment. Manning's a former deputy in Southern Parish, Louisiana, said that he contacted the FBI about the sighting and spoke with them for about 45 minutes. How many people named Brian from New York who look exactly like him are in the middle of nowhere at the bar, he said. Petito was reportedly last seen alive on August 27th at a restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, about 120 miles from the bar where Mannings believed he saw him. So once again, the bar is 120 miles, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes. So if you saw him at the bar at night, a lady is also saying on the same day she saw him in, I guess that would be Wyoming, on the 26th without Petito. So follow what I'm saying. Girl A sees him on the 26th without Petito in the van in Wyoming. And then these people are saying they saw him on the 26th at night at this bar in another state that sits above Wyoming. Let me get the name of it again. West Yellowstone. This is Montana. So Wyoming on the 26th, he's seen without her. It'd have to be daylight or afternoon. Then 2 hours away at night, he's seen in Montana, which sits above Wyoming. He's there alone. What the hell is going on here? So who saw her on the 27th? So that means what? He took her van and left her where? He took her van in Wyoming and left her where? To go then up to Montana to be seen in a bar without her. Very strange, you guys. Okay, it says, just the way he carried himself, and I heard his voice. It was him, Manny said. A manager for the West Yellowstone bar didn't respond to requests for comment. Manning's a former deputy in Southern Parish, Louisiana, said that he contacted the FBI about the sighting and spoke with them for around 45 minutes. How many people? Once again, named Brian from New York, who look exactly like him, are in the middle of nowhere at the bar, he said. Petito was reportedly last seen alive on August 27th at a restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, about 120 miles from the bar where Mannings believes he saw him. Her remains were discovered last week in Wyoming's Bridger Teton National Forest. An autopsy ruled her death as a homicide, though no further details have been released. On September 1st, Laundrie returned home to the couple's house in Florida without Petito and quickly lowered up and refused to cooperate with police about her disappearance. Laundrie has been charged for unauthorized use of a debit card, and authorities are conducted a massive manhunt to track him down. Oh, Jesus. If you have any information, the New York Post is the source. Let me read your comments. Hello, everybody. Her dad FaceTime Gabby the 27th. I don't know, sweetie. Yes, it's giving me a migraine, too. It could be he left her alone and she got murdered. Well, so now you're trying to say what? He left her alone and somebody else killed her. Heather, he was not in a bar. So much misinformation being said. Well, see, that's the whole point of these stories. You rarely get to the truth of anything without verification via a video surveillance camera. But the weird thing is, this woman is saying to this guy, hey, there's a girl missing, blah, blah, blah. That looks like the same guy we were talking to in the bar. So you trying to tell me that all these people sitting in the bar who were friends with each other are lying on Brian? That's not the guy? Because you've got several saying, yeah, that's the guy that we were talking to. So what are we saying? That these people have mistaken him for somebody else with the same name? I don't know. And there's also more commentary I want to bring you pertaining to the search. Not the search, but the incident that everybody has seen of them filming, outside the van. I don't know. I've just had about enough of this. Right. Very good point. Nobody runs because someone else killed their girl. Right. And that's the main point of the story. Why are you on the run? Why did you come back without your girlfriend? Why didn't you report her missing? Nobody ever says that in her commentary. That's number one. I come back out of town without my girlfriend when I reported her missing out there. Hey, I can't find her. I came back. I went and got some juice. I went and did this. Whatever. She's missing. Why didn't you report her missing out there? Ting, ting, ting. Stay woke. You come back without her. Ting, ting, ting. Suspect. Now we got two people putting you in two different states on the 26th without her. Ting, ting, ting. Stay woke. You stolen money off cars that belong to her. Ting, ting, ting. You go off into the forest and park your car. Ting, ting, ting. Your parents say they don't know nothing. Ting, ting, ting. Now we got people saying you're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Did I leave anything out? That's what I'm talking about, sweetheart. That's what I'm talking about now, the bar. There's something off with this guy. Then you've got sightings of him in Canada. Possibly also on a ferry. It's just too much going on. The last information I'm going to bring you is the New York Post. And this is pertaining to the infamous body cam from the cops. There is an independent investigation by Moab Police Department in relations to this because a complaint has been brought forth. They do not verify who the complainant is. I don't know if it's her parent or whom it is, but somebody has complained. So now Moab, Utah is doing an independent investigation. I brought you that information the other day. New York Post is this new said information. This was just uploaded yesterday at 7 a.m. Gabby Petito case. Cops were told Brian Laundrie hit her. Police recording shows. New dispatch audio shows that the Utah police who pulled over Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie in August were told that the now missing boyfriend was the alleged aggressor. Stay woke now. RP means reporting party. States seeing a male hit a female domestic. The dispatchers heard saying on the day of the incident, according to Fox News, which cited police audio obtained by Fox 13 Utah. He got into a white Ford Transit van, has a black ladder on the back, Florida plate, the dispatcher adds. Police questioned the couple following a report of a domestic incident at the Moonflower Community Cooperative and pulled the pair over outside the Arches National Park on August 12th. A 911 caller told dispatchers he saw a man slapping a woman outside the co-op. But the officers considered charges against Petito after seeing scratches on Laundrie's face, which I told you all that. He was mild-mannered. He's the one with the scratches. She doesn't have any visible wounds. Perhaps they perceived Miss Petito, as the aggressor. The Moab City Police Department is now under investigation for its handling of the domestic dispute between the couple as a breach of police department policy. The agency has come under fire after stopping the pair on reports of a possible domestic assault, separating them for the night but allowing them to continue on their cross-country trip. Petito, 22, disappeared about 2 weeks later, and her remains were found in Wyoming on September 19th. Laundrie, who returned to Florida without his girlfriend in their van on September 1st, is now the subject of a massive manhunt. The audio obtained by Fox 13 also shows that when one cop asked for the witness' phone number, the dispatcher again indicates that Laundrie had hit the Long Island native, who was seen hysterical and in tears in the body cam footage. Let me repeat that again. The audio obtained by Fox 13 also shows that when cop asks for the witness' phone number, the dispatcher again indicates that Laundrie had hit the Long Island native, who was seen hysterical and in tears in the body cam footage. And you will see the said pictures of him with his face scratched up, other deputies in the background. Phone number is redacted. Names redacted. The dispatcher says, I'm not sure, inaudible, but the female who got hit, the male and the female, both got into the van and headed north. Under Utah law, police must make an arrest or issue a citation when they have probable cause to believe that an act of domestic violence has been committed. So now we know Utah law. This is from Fox News. Brett Tolman, a former U.S. attorney in Utah, told Fox News on Sunday that the officers will probably face disciplinary action. I think they will find that they sort of manipulated the situation to not take someone into custody, he told the network. I think the fact that they had another eyewitness that is not involved in it is objective and said he hit her. You're going to have a majority of officers take him into custody. Moab police did not immediately respond to a request for comment by Fox News. Meanwhile, the search for Laundrie in Florida 25,000-acre Carlton Reserve, will be scaled back according to Fox News. I don't think you're going to see those large-scale types this week, and I brought you that information. This is said by Mr. Josh Taylor, a spokesman for Northport Police Department. The FBI is now leading the search for those who are concerned. I'm told it will be scaled back and targeted based on intelligence. Hopefully water will lower, blah, blah, blah. And this is saying that Mr. Laundrie was indicted last week on federal charges of Miss Petito's debit card in Wyoming in the days after she vanished. On Sunday, 2 FBI agents arrived at his parents' Northport home to gather Laundrie's personal belongings for DNA testing. The family's lawyer confirmed to the Post. This was just uploaded 9/27. So we have a lot to chop up. We've got now knowledge that the officers knew that he hit her. We have his parents speaking out. We have people saying they talked to him in a bar in Montana on the 26th of August. We also have a woman saying she saw him in the park by himself on August 26th in Wyoming. Protesters outside. Dog the bounty hunter involved, linking him to some campsites. Yeah. What else am I missing? I'm dead. I can't keep up. There's no possible way I can keep up logically. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, we believe they drove the car there to the reserve. The Moab chief took off once FBI was getting close to the case. Utah chief missing, he took off. Okay. Well, that's that information. If you miss anything in this live, you can always go back and replay the content to get the verification. But there's something strange going on with these dates. Because if she was seen on the 27th in Wyoming at a restaurant, then we have to say to ourselves, either somebody's got the dates mixed up, or he left her somewhere to go run off on the 26th by himself in the van, in the park by himself on the 26th in Wyoming, and then he trekked up above to Montana by nightfall and was sitting in a bar by himself and had a conversation with some people, some doctors. And they do remember him. They are all identifying him as the said person, and that he gave the name Brian. Oh, Lord have mercy. So that's what I'm trying to say. If indeed the 27th is where she was in Wyoming at that said restaurant, where was he on the 26th without her in Wyoming and Montana? Where was she? Lord have mercy. This is the biggest mess I've ever seen. If this don't drive you to drink, I don't know what will do. If you never had a drink in your life and you listening to this commentary, every day there's something in the queue. This reminds me of all the missing cases I've covered. Cupcake, drama. Cow City, drama. Summer Wells, drama. Every day, Pookie, Ray, Bubba, Karen, Shamiqua. Everybody's got a version about the missing and whoever you think the suspect is. Never seen anything like it. It's ridiculous. Well, Batcave, I tell you, I can't keep up with everything. Okay, somebody said he offered $200 to a couple to get him to Jackson. Well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to check out of here. It's up to you guys, because my schedule will possibly be, I'll be working later on in the afternoon. I could probably try to hang for no more than an hour if my eyes will stay open. If you would like for me to drop the link and you can respectfully hit the link and give your opinion, I will drop the link. If not, I will check out of here and bring you commentary the next time my eyes are open and I'm lucid. Yes, Pookie. Pookie said, Anya, I don't know nothing about them folks. Damn. What in the world? Oh. Coffee or whiskey? Take your pick. You'll be on one of them. You keep listening at this stuff. This stuff is sick. This stuff is sick, sick. Oh, I'm going to get my sleep. But what I'm saying, I've got 75 viewing. And I appreciate you all viewing. What I'm saying is, if you would like to give your opinion, I'll drop the link. If not, I will close this live. That's what I'm trying to say to you at almost 6 a.m. Oh, man. And then there's more gossip about Twitter accounts and this account and him being this person. And I saw something about Chris Madonna asking somebody about if you're this and giving some type of ID this. See, this is going way too far. Nubian is sickening. Man, I mean, it's just like, it was bad enough finding the girl deceased. You know what I'm saying? Then the autopsy come along to say she was killed, but they didn't give you a manner of death. Now you got all this other crazy nonsense. I saw him on the 16th. I saw him on the 26th. I seen him on the 27th. Well, ain't nobody seen them on the 28th, or it ain't no 28 days in August. Man. Jeez. This is sickening. I don't know, honey. I have no earthly idea what they will have. I just think it's so sad. $170,000 reward brings someone out to talk, but I believe that they are in the right place now. Yeah, but you know what? There's a big reward for children out west, and ain't nobody talked in that case. So as you see, money don't always make people talk. Yes, I believe the parents are lying. Yes, I believe they took the car, drove it to the reserve, and left it there as a decoy. Yes, sooner than later. Yes, yes. I hope so. Oh, mercy. Well, I'll tell you this. If Brian Laundrie, Dirty Laundrie, is alive, we know he's somewhere near Wi-Fi if he's actually on social media. So put that on paper. All the people that claim to have seen him with no proof are the same people who post those grainy looks that they're from a 1994 flip phone. Okay, well, I don't know, honey. It's sad because he will be another Chris Watts telling stories. Well, see, that is the thing about these stories, true crime. You could never expect to get the whole truth. You're going to always have clout chasers, people that want to be seen, people who want 5 minutes of fame, people want to go to social media, the news, now YouTube. I don't know why people think YouTube is the news, because it ain't. Sorry, but it ain't. And anytime Dick and Harry posting stuff, just like somebody said the other day, why are you posting stories to TikTok when you should have been calling the police about anything you saw pertaining to this couple? You saw a man hitting a woman, but yet you're posting to TikTok. No, you're supposed to be calling the police. You can post to TikTok later. But you call the police first. That shows you people's priorities. He's been down to DeSoto Forest with Gabby, possibly down there. Where is down there? I don't even know what that is. I have no idea what you're talking about, honey. Well, is there anybody out there that would like to give their opinion on the panel? Yes or no? That's all I'm asking. I'm getting old. Bottom of Florida. Okay. Well, I don't think he's in no forest. I'm going to put it like that. You don't go run somewhere and leave a person behind dead, take their van, steal their money to go kill yourself all the way back home. I don't see him doing that. Okay, Heather. Yes, is there anyone in the chat that would like to give their opinion? If not, I'm going to check out of here. Yes. You say he's in NOLA. What? New Orleans? No, he better not be in New Orleans. Don't go over there. They're looking in the right place now. He's not going to kill himself. He's a coward. Well, where's the right place? Because you know you never go anywhere familiar to where you've been. Because that's the first place they're going to look. Anywhere that you've ever been, vacation, took pictures, yeah. Is there anybody in the chat that want to give their opinion on the panel? Yes or no? California. See, that's the thing about going on a run. A person can be anywhere. That's the purpose of going on the run. I can go wherever I want to go. I don't need a designated place. I just need to get gone. Well, don't nobody want them. I don't think nobody wants them. Don't nobody want them in Florida. Don't nobody want them in the NOLA. Don't nobody want them in Tennessee, Canada, Cali, New York. He ain't wanted nowhere but in a tomb. That's about it. Not enough bars. Oh. Okay. Somebody doesn't think he's far from the house. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. Well, I can tell you one thing. They've got enough swamp for him to drown down there. They've got enough water for him to drown down there. So, hey, get to it. Because even if you find him, you don't have any guarantee he's going to tell the truth about what happened in Wyoming. You have to hope and pray, if he's apprehended, that he'll tell you what happened between the two. But he would have to be found guilty in a court of law before he would possibly confess to what happened between him and Gabby. And even then, there's no guarantee, because many people who have murdered people, they do not tell you the ifs, the ands, the whys. They just don't. Well, like I said in this commentary, FBI now is taking over the search. The search has been scaled back. Police in Moab, Utah did get knowledge that he hit the girl. His parents have spoken out that they don't know where he is. There are protesters out there. The dog bounty hunter is now involved in whatever form of fashion. Trying to make sure I remember everything that I topped off in this video. Well, Terry, they have to make sure they get everything proper, honey, for the coroner's report. I think that's about it that I've discussed pertaining to this storyline. It's all messed up, really. Is it the Moab cops' fault for not acting on the call? Well, they may be disciplined because they're now saying that they did have knowledge that the girl was hit. Oh, thank you, SpaghettiOs. I always come here for the daily recap. I love your passion, not just on this case, but your other content as well. When you say, wake up, I sleep with one eye open. Yes, stay woke. Thank you from South Africa. Yes, thank you so kindly. Well, that's always my motto, stay woke, because one thing I've learned about true crime is that sometimes it's best to listen to what law enforcement has brought you day one. You start listening to that other stuff, he said, she said, and you can get lost. The story becomes fuzzy and you get lost. Best to start with what's been told to you that's verified. Because the truth is always at the beginning of the story. Not the middle, not the end, but the beginning. So you look at what's been told to you. You go by everything that the person has said. You go by how they acted, what they did, what they didn't do, and you draw from that. Thank you, Joey. Thank you so much. So he's shown you he is an insensitive person. He is also a killer. If you're to believe, he hit the girl, locked her out of the van. She says that. He kills her, takes her van, steals her money, comes back, plays possum, takes stuff out of a storage unit allegedly. He and his parents plan a car at the reserve. If I didn't know better, I'd say this was orchestrated to get rid of that girl because it's too diabolical. It's just too diabolical. Because his behavior, it's almost just like signature. It was planned from the beginning because you're doing too much for an innocent person. An innocent person wouldn't have done all of this. They just wouldn't have done all this. So it makes me think, hell, did you take her out there deliberately to kill her? And I never wanted to say that in the beginning because I didn't want to put anything negative on her missing and death. But one would have to wonder, with all that you're going through and have done since leaving out there in Wyoming, one would kind of wonder, was this orchestrated from the beginning? Who's to say? But it's very strange. Very, very strange. Well, Christina says, I think he planned on killing her. The motive? You don't need a motive. What I keep tell you all. All right, Joey. Why do you think you need a motive? I don't know anything about her being pregnant. It's gossip. What you have to tell yourself is just basic stuff. You don't need a motive for murder. People have been murdering and killing people for years, centuries. Why do you think somebody needs a murder? A motive. That just sounds good on paper. She did this because of this reason. In the end, it's never going to make any sense to you if you feel like you're a logical thinker. There's no reason to kill somebody unless they were trying to harm you. So what are we going to say? She was trying to harm him. He snapped. He wanted to just get rid of her. He was tired of her. He didn't know how to break up with her. There was another woman. Come on. All the reasons that people murder people. Or something was said. Argument. Words got heated. Voila. He did something to her. Pushed her, shoved her, choked her, suffocated her. What? Shot her, cut her. What? Hello from Vermont. Yes. Do you know anything about Brian taking a flight home to put Gabby things in the storage? And then, yes, Alicia, I have heard that. We discussed that the other day. Somebody came in the chat saying that. He came back. He went back to Florida to get rid of her things. So it's like you're setting in motion to get her gone because you've killed her. Let's say you killed her by mistake or you snapped. So I got to get her gone. I got to get all this evidence out of the way. People start coming around, knocking, looking. I can play it off like she left. But see, as I told you all, where he messed up was coming back in her van. If you want to set the rules that she left you and got murdered by somebody else, you should have left in an airplane ticket, bus, Greyhound, went back, left her things there. And when people came a knocking, you could say, well, I don't know what happened. We had words and she took off in her van and I haven't seen her since. And then that's what somebody say, well, we found her remains over in such. And then he plays the role. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. See where I'm going? But he didn't do that. He didn't do it that way. Rose, we don't know anything about an autopsy yet, dear. Oh, Lordy. Just bad news. This whole story is just, it stinks, it reeks, it's fishy, grimy, everything negative you can think of. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. She was alive when he allegedly flew back home to move things to storage and went back. How do you know she was alive, Heather? How do you know she was alive? Who told you she was alive when he flew to Florida? Think about that. How do we know who was alive and who wasn't? It's on YouTube. Well, I don't know. I don't make any claims on anything because I don't know. I don't know anything about this story because nobody's brought a receipt to say what's the truth about anything. Because now we've got all these conflicting dates of the 26th and the 27th. Him being in two different places without her on the 26th in two different states. So where was she at? I don't know about that. I don't know. Somebody said she stayed in the van. So see, this is why I said y'all are giving two different versions. One person said she's in the van, stayed. One person said she's in the hotel. Then y'all switched it and said he was in the hotel. Well, which is it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't making no claims to know nothing. Hold on a minute. Gotta plug my girlfriend up here before she start getting low. Oh, Lordy Jesus, help me. Just a second. Whew. Lord, I done broke the pen. You gotta be kidding me. Can't make this stuff up. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Yeah, I ain't going to bed. Look like 113 in the room. Yeah, September 19th. Well, that's why I said I don't make no claims on dates about what something happened. Because one's dead, can't talk, and one's on the run, ain't talking. So you really don't have no verification or nothing. Somebody has to be able to say, I did this with a credit card, paid for some food, blah, 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 on this date. That's the only way I'm going to believe it. She was alive. And that's just how I rock. Whew, Jesus, me. Hold on, you guys. Well, we'll see about heated passion. And I'm looking on the map right now. West Yellowstone, Montana to Jackson, Wyoming. West Yellowstone, Montana sits above Jackson, Wyoming. Jackson Hole. He was in Yellowstone on the 26th at that bar drinking with these eyewitnesses on the 26th of August at night. The odd thing about that is he was also seen on the 26th in Jackson, Wyoming, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes away, which I can only assume is during daylight savings time. So why was he in these two places, two different states on the 26th without her? Both people are verifying that Gabby was not with him on August 26th at the park nor in Montana at the bar. September is when she was found. August 26th and 27th is our last timeline of him at the bar, restaurant, her seen on the 27th. That's why I said 2 people are verifying that they saw him on the 26th in 2 different states without her. Without her. So, I don't know. Hold on just a second. Lord have mercy. Whew. Somebody call the paramedics because I can't take it. I'm just dead serious. This is just absolutely horrible. Hold on one second, you guys. Thank you for joining me. It's Everyday Shenanigans. I just be glad when there's an end to this. All these stories are starting to mimic one another. There's no rhyme or reason behind anything that's going on. Just a bunch of foolishness. Crazy people. Right. 25th FaceTime. Okay. Confirmed sighting 27th. So that still says, why was he seen without her 2 times on the 26th, the day before, without her? Where was she? Where was she? Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. If not, I'm going to end this conversation. Because basically it's just like you're just going around and around in circles trying to figure out what is the truth pertaining to this child and this dodo bird she was dating. He's just a dodo bird. Just an utter dodo bird. The same bar as the Moab couple where he was placed at the hotel. Okay. Well, the bar is 2 hours away. Unless there was a bar where they went to. But the bar I'm speaking of is in Wyoming. Not in Wyoming, but Montana. The 19th, that's probably some other incident, honey. They probably had many incidents since they've been in each other's company. Yeah, we're talking about August 26th and 27th is what we're speaking of. If you want to hit the link, hit the link. Good morning, Dolly. Say what, honey? Oh, no, this is what? Why? And earlier, just after the body cam video. So, okay. Okay, honey. Well, Montana is 2 hours and 20 minutes from Wyoming. So that's what I'm saying to you all. He was seen on the 26th at the park in Wyoming and also on the 26th at night in Montana. It is a 2 hour and 20-minute difference. What? What are y'all talking about down there? So the 25th is what you're saying. With her mom, FaceTime, that's when she's at the hotel. Thank you, darling. You're very welcome, sweetheart. You all are really going at it in the conversations. You all spent more time hitting the link. People can understand what you guys are saying instead of all that typing and chatting down there. Because I don't know what y'all talking about down there. Did she leave on the 25th? I don't know. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to say is if you don't have verification of anything such as video surveillance with a date on the video, we're never going to know. But I'm telling you, two separate people are verifying he was seen on the 26th at the park by one lady and then up in Montana that night at a bar. Oh, Lord, he's at a park in Florida. Park video seeing his mom and dad at some else and only two left. Yeah, I heard about that earlier, Jodo. I think I read that before I went live. Yes, the case is a mess. It's horrible. Those people aren't verified. Those are rumors seeing them in a bar. Well, I don't know, Heather. That's what I'm telling y'all. Don't get all riled up. This is somebody else's account of seeing him at a bar. Well, this is what you got to understand. There's more than one person saying they saw him at that bar because it was several people sitting together. One of the women who said they saw him, she called her friend to say, hey, remember that guy we were talking to? I believe that's the guy they're looking for in the death of this lady. So something stuck out about the guy at the bar for the lady to call her friend to say, hey, remember that guy we were talking to that was acting strange? His name was Brian. So what do you want me to believe? They made the name up too? Jesus, well. Well, if he's dead, why would his parents go get a lawyer? I'm not going to go hire a lawyer if I think my child is dead. I tell you all to pay attention. Stop mentioning other people's names in the chat, please. Thank you. Just confuses people that don't know what you're talking about. Just don't mention other YouTubers' names. Thank you. Yeah. They got a lawyer. That was weeks ago. Right around the time he disappears. They knew exactly where he was. You don't need a lawyer if you think your child went off into the woods to kill themselves. I'm not going to get a lawyer if I think you killed yourself. For what reason? Yes, there should be video cameras, and the person that manages the bar is not speaking. We will see what happens with that said person if they will come forward and speak. Hello, dear. I can't believe he left her 2 hours and drives to a bar and then goes to a restaurant the 27th. Well, see, Reese, that's what we're trying to figure out. What's the truth on the dates? Because there's no way I'm going to let you drive my van and leave me all day on the 26th. It makes no sense. On the 11th, the parents know. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why are they not looking for their son? Well, what did I tell you all? I don't have to look for something that I either know where it's at or I got gone on purpose. Stay woke. Well, Florida has a law that covers them to not be charged for any crimes after the fact, knowledge thereof. We will see what happens. A lot of craziness. Well, one thing about it, you got to lay on the low. Can't be walking around. Can't be walking around at all. But he seems like he's cocky, so he might want to walk around. All I can say is good luck, Chuck. They got a lawyer, so they didn't have to talk to the public. They knew what happened. Yes. You're giving me a new saying now. My family have had a rough 2 years, and it'll be my saying. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's too much of a coward to kill himself. If he was suicidal, he would have done before he left there. Then parents aren't worried because they know exactly. Yes, of course. It's all about his dirty deeds done. Yes. I don't think it was done in. It was done in Wyoming because that's where they were. That's where their body was found. You see the tent when you look at the area view of them at the scene of the crime. Yeah, there'll be a circus. That it will. An utter circus. Well, Reese, just go in another room. That's all I can tell you. Or do like a lot of people. They go sit in their car. In their driveways. Yes, but people don't do that. Go to police. That's what the police and other people were saying about the girl with the TikTok video. Very dramatic about what happened in a restaurant. She was overly dramatic. Yeah, they told her, why you should call the police first and then go make the TikTok video. I dropped the link. If you want to hit it, give your opinion. I'm already 1 hour and 13 minutes in, you guys. Well, I think still with Wyoming, they still could probably charge them with something. Because the crime took place in Wyoming. So I still think they could still hold them on something. Since this is not a crime that took place in Florida. What do you mean she met her? With all the information that has come forward this far, appears she met her. Who is the she you're talking about? Well, Alicia, I think everything's going to work out just fine, honey. Don't worry about that. I think Wyoming got this. Thank you. Ah, you're welcome, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Bubsy, thank you, thank you, thank you. She was doing way too much. The way she said Gabby's name makes me cringe. Okay. Full moon, August 22nd. Meaning what? Well, that's the choice he made. That's how I look at it. That was on him. Whatever happened that day, that was his choice. He didn't have to be a willing participant, so that's on him. That's the thing about life. The choices that you make, it was his choice. Thank you, Reese. Thank you so much, honey. Well, that's the set information I've brought you. They have spoken out. They're saying they don't know where he is. The FBI is now taking over the search and scaled back. Eyewitnesses saying they saw him on the 26th in Wyoming and Montana. There's rumors of not TikTok, but him being on social media, Twitter pages, yah. Police, it is now being verified that the police did have knowledge that he did hit her on that said day. As I told you all, Moab, Utah is conducting an independent investigation of the said officer's handling of that incident. It's a lot going on. I can't even keep up with all the stuff I'm hearing. You're welcome, Don. A friend of Gabby says he's in Mexico. How would she know that? Okay, stop it. He's in Mars. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much, Bat. Hid in no swamp, that's for sure. Wow. Alligator chase. Yes. Oh, a video go? Okay. Thank you. Well, my thing is this. As I state, if he indeed is alive and pretending to be him own self on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, doesn't really matter, then we know he's somewhere where there is Wi-Fi.
Yo, what's good?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? I just happened to see your live stream and I looked at your profile picture, seeing you was a sister, and I was like, oh, okay. With the little Gabby, you dig? Now,
Okay.
the thing
Where
that's getting me,
are
the,
you
the,
calling
the,
from? Before you get crunk, Leonard, where are you calling from?
okay, I'm originally from Chicago.
Oh, well, my home. Hello.
Oh, you from the crib?
South Side, yes.
I mean, South Side ain't enough. What neighborhood?
47th and Calumet, 51st and King Drive.
Okay, I'm from Inglewood.
Okay. I came here when I was younger, about 11. So I'm basically a Southern belle, but Chicago was going to always be home. How are you doing, dear?
Yeah, well, that just someplace I go back to see who's still there. You know what I mean? I left Inglewood
Say who's
behind
living?
me.
Say who's
I
still
left
living?
Inglewood. I left Inglewood behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Where are you now? Where are you now?
Oh, I'm Decatur, Georgia, outside of Atlanta.
Okay, so you enjoy. I've been to Decatur. I've been to Georgia. I'm just 3 hours and about 19 minutes from downtown Atlanta.
Okay. Sound like you where my motherfucking house is in Savannah,
Oh,
Georgia.
listen you. Well, listen, sir. Now you play nice up here, okay?
Okay, I refrain from the cuss words. I'm
Okay, yeah,
sorry.
because
Things just
they'll
happen.
flag. Because look, because even not cuss is even bad. But anyway, what do you have to say about this? I'm getting ready to go make me some lemonade, and you just go ahead and knock yourself. Tell us what you think about this, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Well, with this whole thing with the whatever her name is, girl, I don't even got her name in my permanent Rolodex to, speak it. You
Who you
know,
speaking of? What girl?
the one that they found
Gabby.
uh yeah, that one. Yeah.
You
Thank
know
you.
that
Yeah, her.
you know that don't sound good. You coming up on the live saying that.
No, but I mean it's real though, because you got doggone sisters missing by the score, and the black
I
women
mentioned
don't get
that. I
no.
know, I know. I've already mentioned that, and folks got a little jiggy the other day. But I let everybody know this is my channel, it's my content, and I bring forth the information as it is being discussed. So that
There you
is one
go.
of the discussions that there are a lot of women missing. Because right now, I am currently discussing two black people that are currently missing out of my area with no clues, no posts, no nothing. And police have deemed Dashina's disappearance as of last week a homicide. They have finally decided to put that information out about Dashina Kyle, 27, missing from Knoxville. And they are also saying that they believe that her boyfriend, Mr. Bassett, is a person of interest in her disappearance.
Yeah, because I mean, you just had something like that happened in Atlanta. They found his sister. They found her head about 4 months ago, right?
Oh,
They
Lord.
just put two and two together, and the brother that she was kicking it with was in South Carolina. So
Okay.
he locked up behind that because they could finally identify who she was and did the back
Okay.
information on it, and thus and so,
Okay.
you know. But you know, when it comes to that one, not that one, little white girl, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, uh, it is so much interest, which should have been expected
Mm-hmm.
in the mainstream media
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't one of us, you
Yeah.
know, wasn't one of us, and
Well,
I just
like I
like,
tell everybody, there's a way that things are set up with the media as far as what stories to get out. Because like I tell people, you can't expect every story to get out no matter what the race is, because they're only allotting 22 minutes of airtime for the news, period, whatever the news is about. So
yeah,
everything works through an affiliate. So NBC picks up a story of somebody missing locally, of course, then they shoot that to the other NBC affiliates, and that's how the story gets transferred to the next location, next state, and so forth and so on. So everything's about a choosing of how they decide to
yeah,
choose which story to push.
yeah, it's everything that you know, if it fits their agenda. Like when you had Jason Brooks got shot up in Wisconsin up there, right?
My
That
camera
was
is
they.
off because I want it off. It was on earlier. It is late.
Okay, well,
Don't
well,
leave
I
my
can't.
That's just
I
a
can't.
play. It just then I talk about nothing. I turn my camera on when I want it on.
Yeah, I can't see the chat, so
I was
you
down
know,
for the evening. It is morning time, and I have sleep clothes. I didn't want to be seen. I was just seen talking about Robert Kelly. Give me a break.
oh, not that dude.
Yeah, try
Jesus.
to be respectful in whatever you say because they're getting jiggy down there in the chat. So,
Yeah, I ain't worried about the chat. You want to get jiggy, click on and speak your, spit your lick. But
oh my
now
God,
when you left Chicago when?
I was about 11 when I left.
No, I mean, what year did you leave Chicago?
I'm 50.
Okay, I'm not trying to do the math. Just what year did you leave
Oh my
Chicago?
God, it's really going on. About 82.
Okay, so you wasn't up there when you know, when dude was doing his little you dig, you know. You got all these people, they picking all these sides and stuff and this and that. I'm like, look, anybody that was around the vicinity to Shy, in the 90s, they knew what was cracking.
Mm-hmm. Why it hurt
They
them?
knew. It's just everybody else nationwide didn't. It's like, and somebody, I was on a panel and somebody tried to make a case saying, well, you got females getting fake IDs and they be up in the club with older men chasing behind them and blase skippy woo. I was like, okay, what time did the club open though? You know what I'm saying?
You a mess.
Now, if you hanging out at the McDonald's on 53rd and Lake Park Avenue by Kenwood High School at 3:30, you ain't up there for a Happy Meal. Come on now.
And that's what I had heard. And that's why I said he had an opportunity to finish school. So why are you outside of high school hanging around, period?
Why are you hanging around Lindblom? Not Lindblom. Damn, my bad. Why are you hanging around Hyde Park High School? Why are you hanging around Kenwood High School? Telling the doggone band teacher that deals with the vocals, like with the Glee Club, I got an album coming up and I'm just going to listen in and see if anybody, make the grade for like a background singer and the blah, blah, blah. That was false pretenses for getting in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I tell them, ain't none of that was going on new to me, but you got a lot of people outside of Chicago that wasn't really there.
Well, yeah.
Don't know the backstory on nothing.
Any stories that nobody don't really know anything. And this is what I tell the people in my chat about any story. You don't know people. You can't say what was going on here, what was going on there. You're putting your faith in man. And if you believe in the Bible, he tells you don't put your faith in man because you will surely be disappointed. And that's the point of all these stories, is that you're putting your faith in people that you don't know anything about, such as this young lady. She dated this guy. Naturally, they were not evenly yoked. There were lots of problems, but she rode the ride. And unfortunately, she lost her life because of this guy she was dating. And it's sad. But Miss Petito's case is like so many other cases. It's what people do. We're all flawed. We continue to go in the lion's den. When we see his head is open and he has teeth in his mouth,
that means he bite.
Amen.
It's like them people be talking about, oh, my dog don't bite. He got teeth, don't he?
Well, and I always say, yes, I told somebody that the other night. My first time being around pit bulls to where I didn't faint, literally. And I told myself, well, I'm doing good. My eyes are still open and I haven't turned to jello because I don't eat dogs.
Yeah, people always want to tell somebody what something that they trained ain't gonna do.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know.
That,
I don't know that animal like that. In most cases, the people that trained them was like, I don't even know you like that. But I'm supposed to trust your dog being around me.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll pass on that. Well,
let me ask you something about the case. Have you been following this case with Miss Gabby and Mr. Brian?
No, that one I got familiar about that from what you just told me. But I know it's a lot of that going on. It's like, in the metro Atlanta area,
yes,
it's the season for that going on now because almost every day on the news, they're reporting that, whereas you got something domestic that turned into a murder-suicide. But that happens every year around mid-September.
I don't think this guy is suicide material. I could be wrong. But most of us, the consensus is that this was orchestrated. His parents parked the car at the reserve. They got him gone. He's hiding somewhere. They hired a lawyer. So it's all in the making.
With all that, the parents, they knew what happened. They know what happened. I mean, come on. He showed back up at home, right? The police want to talk to him. He already lawyered up. How you gonna be you lawyered up already without no crime?
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
Point. That's why I told the people that the fact that the parents hired the attorney tells you everything you need to know, that their son is not deceased. He has not killed himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's like with me. Say if somebody suspected me of being a drug dealer, I know I'm not no damn drug dealer.
No, I would not help. Sorry.
And I go to take my trash out and throw it in the dumpster. then the police grab me. You know what I mean? Or what they attempt to, I get back in the house. Doom. Police, open up.
Hypothetically,
And I tell them, my lawyer said don't open up the door unless you got a warrant. You're a lawyer. Well, how you got a lawyer? We ain't even charged you with nothing yet. You lawyered up before we even charged you with anything. We just want to do a doggone interview. So that's their guilt right there all day long. You got a lawyer before you even get questioned?
Yeah.
Then you done did something. Most people get a lawyer after the fact, not in advance. You know what I'm saying? So, and now you got everybody trying to clout chase off of it all. You got Dog the Bounty Hunter trying to raise his profile up and all this other ridiculousness. I'm like, y'all out of control. And I mean, it's a comedy show for me. I'm just sitting here looking and laughing.
But it's just like what I tell people when it comes to true crime and this social media, this is what happens. People want 5 minutes of fame. You'll see it all the time. People run into the news. People have a story. People finding a news outlet. And then what I call this, the wire. That's my little new name for YT. You jump on the wire trying to find somebody to listen to your story. Then you got the YouTubers who want to go dig in folk dresser drawers and panty drawers and the cupboards and try to find whoever they can. And it's a dangerous game because as I keep trying to tell people, you don't know people.
Exactly. Because, I mean, it's a trip. It's like, all right, now, 9 times out of 10, you know, the parents knew what was going on. They got paper, if they do have paper. You know, the doggone travel restrictions is over with. They're familiar with which countries don't have extradition. You see what I'm saying? He could have flown out the country to somewhere else that don't have extradition. And they could still doggone funnel him money. That, and this. You know what I mean? So
what I'm hoping,
who knows what? Because that reserve out there, I'm quite sure they got gators and such.
Oh, they do.
So finding a body out there in that swampland wilderness, you ain't got no fresh water or no nothing. It's like,
well,
survivalists,
but he ain't out there.
Survivalists don't go out there to train because they know the condition of that land. You can't survive out there. You, at a minimum, you got to have drinkable water. You got to.
Well, maybe he likes a Mountain Dew like these folks around here where I'm at.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but whatever it is, it's a whole doggone, you know, it's a whole tainted little thing. And, you know, I'm like, y'all do what you do. But, you know, this is a tree y'all gonna be trying to doggone climb and bark up for a good little bit. And all it does is give the media a deflection of other stuff that they need to be focusing on. But like I said, if it don't fit their agenda, they're not going to focus on it. You know?
Well,
they're really not. I mean, it's like this. Have you seen a news story about a Chicago police officer that was shot this weekend?
No.
Okay. That didn't make the news. It happened.
Yeah, well, I'm sure people in Chicago do know about it, of course.
Yeah, right on the east side, over on like 72nd and Yates and Exchange over there. Well, Yates and Jeffrey over there.
Yes.
They ain't talked about that. You know what I'm saying? It don't fit their agenda.
Yes.
See? And that's what it's all about. See, the news used to be news. The news ain't the news no more. The news is opinions based on political alliances. That's all it is. You know?
Yeah.
It's not news.
It's just, but you know, this is how it is. It's just a bad situation all the way around the world in general.
Yeah, because you look at all the stuff they're trying to push on our kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You had the new Cinderella movie. Oh, Cinderella again. Okay.
Stop
Then
it.
you got you got the fairy godmother. Uh, how you gonna be non-binary, but you're titled as the mother?
Later.
If you're non-binary, that means you don't doggone associate yourself with a particular gender. So you can't be the fairy godmother, which is binary,
Yes.
and be
Well,
non-binary. But people don't look at that. Now I'm sitting here like, okay, it ain't no way. If I had children that age that was into that, it
mhm.
ain't no way they would have watched that stuff. I'm like, you trying to indoctrinate our children into acceptability of a lifestyle, that's encouraged, that, you know, I don't have anything against it. I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. That's your life. Live your life. Get your love on. Have a
Yeah.
ball. But
Well,
don't doggone try to encourage my kid like, oh, this is the new and witted and popular thing to do. And they doing it just out of the sake of this is what we do today, opposed to,
Leonard, you know what? You're killing me right now.
well, how am I doing that?
Because my guests are wanting to talk about the subject that we're on. It's not to be nasty.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But
You really haven't followed the story, which, that's the conversation that we were engaging in. So they kind of want
okay.
to finish that out. But you haven't followed the
Okay.
story. You haven't followed the content, have you?
No, well, I haven't followed the story because, I mean, it's pink people. So I mean, where does
Oh,
that affect me in my daily life? That's the only reason I'm like,
now later, that's not nice.
I know it's not nice, but hey, we got to stand for ourselves and us.
Okay. Well, okay, but that's not nice. I talk about everybody because I'm a people person. So
Okay.
that's Queen. I talk about everybody because everybody matters.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Leonard.
All right. And
Oh,
I'll continue listening in and check out what's going on
yes,
because
I talk about everything.
I don't want to comment out of turn, and that moves you away from your
Yeah, because my
topic.
view is I don't want anyone thinking anybody's being racist in here and not. They know how I am. People know how I rock. Trust me, people know how I rock. They either stay or they go. It's one of the two. But I talk about all walks of life. Thank you all. And I didn't have to push the button. I guess he left on his own. Okay. All right. Where were we? Where is my link? Damn, it got shuffled along somewhere. My little link. Okay. Where were we, guys? Well, Lord, well, but that's not nice. That's not dignified though. So let's say I'm some kind of beige. You're funny. That's too funny. Y'all good. Oh Lord of mercy. Well, it doesn't matter. But the point is, um, this case, I see where it's going because it's starting to get all the little he said, she said. Uh, Now we're talking about ex-girlfriends. I don't even know what that's about. I dare not even go in the queue to even find out what the hell they're talking about with with some ex-girlfriend. I'm trying to figure out what does that have to do with anything. So it's like, what is the point? That's why I hate these type of stories because people start digging, start looking for stuff. Next thing you know, it becomes not about the person that's missing or the person that's deceased. Just like the Summer Wells case, it's the same thing. It left being about her and it ended up being about her, crazy whack parents and all their shenanigans and stuff they're doing and saying and what they've been into. And first it was her friend. They done fell out. Now she's talking, telling all this stuff about this, and this. Man, it's just ridiculous. I can't deal with it. I can't. Well, it doesn't matter. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, But one thing I'm not going to let anybody do is, be disrespectful because I'm not trying to rock like that. Like I said, I talk about everything. It's not many things I don't talk about on this channel. No, he ain't in love, baby. He ain't in love with the queen. Ex-girlfriend in high school, probably. So, well, who is she? You got to find me first. Talk about the parents doing a conference today. Who told you that? Who told you that? That they're doing a conference. Well, they spoke already, so I don't know if they're gonna be talking. They're gonna do a conference, because that means that requires you to actually engage and hold a conversation. So I don't know about that. Suffolk County's DA office, same place Dr. Baden works and talks about conflict of interest. Dr. Baden, who is that? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, 1 p.m. Okay, today. Okay. Oh, Gabby's parents is doing a conference. Okay. They said they might release the full autopsy. Okay. Well, I'll look forward to that. And when that happens, if and when that happens, I will go live if I'm not working, and I'll bring you the said commentary if indeed a full autopsy is disclosed to the public. Well, I'm just saying, I didn't see anything in the queue before I went live, so we will see. Oh, in New York. Okay, there. Well, then I have to probably go log on to a New York station and see what I can find. Epstein's and was on the OJ trial. Okay. Well, let's not throw anybody under the bus because of no Epstein and OJ. Let's keep it copacetic. Okay. All right. Well, that's the sad information. But I pray it doesn't, Mark. I pray it don't get heated. This story, like I said, it's starting to go left really quick. With all this he said, she said stuff. Lord have mercy. Okay, let's bring the fire. Y'all, I see y'all getting crunk to my bring the fire. Then who gonna light it? Who's gonna light it? That's what I want to know. Lord have mercy. Stop it. Y'all stop that. Unknown, cut it out. Fixing a sandwich. Y'all know, did y'all just say anything in the chat? Just say anything. Now she talking about, I'm fixing a sandwich. At 7 in the morning, you need to be cooking some eggs and bacon or a cup of coffee. Good goobity goo. I can't with y'all. Jeepers creepers. I don't know. But this is one of those cases where it's like this guy has shown blatant disrespect for human life. He never cared about this girl. Because even if this was a matter of, okay, he snapped, she said something he didn't like, still, you could have just said, you know what? I want to end this trip. We're not jiving. We're not getting along. I want to go back home. Just be done with it. Or call your parents and go to the nearest airport and board a damn flight. That's all. Just get on. Okay, Auntie T, y'all stop all this. Yeah, we show our pink in the middle, pink in the tummy, and everywhere else. I don't know if I should have said that, but anyway, because I don't think now it sounds dirty, but anyway. Yeah, pancakes. That sounds real good. What I want to know is has he been on the internet using fake profiles, or his actual name? Or is it somebody else pretending to be him? Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt, you don't never come up here and talk. Roast beef. Oh, Lord. There is some talk about ex-girlfriend named Rose helping him out and staying in contact with him. Okay. Where'd you get that information from? Ocean, please. Well, you must have had him around some perfume then. Okay, bit of a fraud. Okay. I have gone blue chilly outside. Okay. Well, This is just now Tuesday, so I could just only imagine, dear God, what'll happen by Friday. Listen to Joe Dirt. I can swing by tomorrow night at work, laugh out loud. Oh my God, you all are killing me. I was just sitting there thinking that Celeste, like, please, not another rose. Please, not another one. I can't take it. I can't take it. I refuse to engage. FBI has to have some sort of intel from the parents by now. Oh, yes. That's a great point because I believe so. I believe so. I believe so. It's just a matter of what they're going to reveal to us because, they don't tell us anything. Yes, phone records, yes. And anything that they own, such as properties, cars, boats, things like that. Places they've traveled. What's that thing? Timeshares. All of that. Bank accounts, money withdrawn, money forwarded, all of that. So, see, there's certain things you just can't hide. You could try, but you have to be really crafty to hide certain things. And random people just forget about those little small details. That's how they get caught. As they say, 50 ways to kill a person, 100 ways to get caught. Hello, Flouncy. How are you? Pings, yes. Exactly. Where you been calling from? Life. Yeah, you gonna get life. Shoot, you ain't about to get no easy cakewalk on this girl. No, sir. No, sir. Hello from Australia. Another Australian. Lord have mercy. I didn't know, but Australians in the house tonight. Because they obviously searched the car, got whatever they needed out, and that was that. Hello, S. Lee. How are you, dear? Now, if it was Florida, he'd definitely get the death penalty. I don't know what the state laws are out there. Hit the link if you want to give me an opinion. If not, I'm going to top out of here because I'm almost at 2 hours, you guys. Okay, Wyoming has a death penalty. Okay. Flouncy, is that English? What is that? How come he's still a person of interest? Because they're still gathering evidence. That's why. Hit the link if you want to give me your opinion pertaining to the information I've brought, the parents speaking out. The police did have knowledge that he hit her. That has been released in my commentary. Rumors of people seeing him on the 26th in Wyoming and Montana. The FBI is now taking over the search, and it has been scaled back in Florida. Evidence has been retrieved from his house to identify DNA. I'm trying to make sure I'm touching on everything. And now information about ex-girlfriends, this and that, people outside protesting, dog, the bounty hunter involved. What do you have to say about the said commentary? Because it's a lot. You can't even keep up with all this. I've probably mentioned at least 4 or 5 different things so far. Well, let me tell you all something about uh the police, FBI, just from stories I've watched. They do not tell you who they think is a suspect for the fear that they don't want them to go underground. So naturally, they just can't say that. They only tell you if the person's probably a suspect when they have concrete evidence. Yes, of course, they did it. They got it's concrete. But you have to be careful how you word things. Due to the fact he's already on the run, I don't even think it really matters at this point how they word it, because he's already gone. You're welcome, Bubsy. But there are lots of times they don't tell you that a person is a suspect or a person of interest. Sometimes they lie. Sometimes they'll say they're a person of interest when in fact they are a suspect, such as in the DC sniper. There's no way they could tell you all that they found out about him and the young boy he had accompany him, because he was a lunatic shooting random people. So you don't want to give this lunatic no clues that you are close to him, you've identified him. No way. But when they found out, they never let him know. They never let the public know that they knew who he was. They made up stuff because they knew he was a public threat. Well, look, I don't have much faith in the system with certain people on panels down in Florida after the Casey Anthony situation. Now, I'm not saying everybody's the same, but that was a travesty to let that chick walk. That brought no justice to that little girl. None. None at all. So that case is left open like it's nothing. Yes, Ellie really doesn't have to say either or if he or isn't, because he already knows that's why he's running. Because he knows he murdered Gabby. Yes, indeed. And that's the whole point. He left with her van, comes back without her, never filed a missing persons report. See, that's number one. You never even filed a report that your girlfriend's missing back there in Wyoming. That's why I tell you all, stay woke. That's first and foremost. You didn't even report her missing. Nobody's ever mentioned that. Why didn't you report her missing? Why you didn't call her family? Hey, have you heard from her, seen her, blah, blah, blah. I don't know where she is. Because you know where she is. Then you came home and gave some cocked up version about whatever happened. Did you talk to her parents, friends, anybody? Probably not. The next thing you know, he's missing. This is a bunch of BS. Right, Auntie. Very good point. He would be at home if he didn't kill her. Exactly. Exactly. Well, and Mommy and Daddy welcome him. That's why I know they've babied him all his life. He's a grand F up, you know? That's the truth. That is the truth. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. Well, that's true. You're right. What you can prove. Card fraud. Well, you got to remember, as I just said, people leave behind all types of things when they're doing wrong. You do not know what he left behind out there in that park. See, they may be collecting bottles of soda pop, coffee cups, anything. You got to remember, hair on, fabric. Was there fabric left behind? Clothes on the victim, her fingernails, all that. Because we don't know what shape she was left in. So you have to think about all those type of things. That's it. Yes, he's hiding. He is indeed hiding. Wonder if his Facebook, Instagram was hacked, or he was that dumb to post a video of him in a boat and walking in the woods. I don't know, Joe Dirt. I have no idea. When the dog knocked. You all are so funny. Oh, I can't fool with you all. But that's when you know people are sick, when they pick and choose when to call the law. It's like, okay, you don't want to call the law at this time or something important, but you'll call the law at this time. It's just crazy. Yes, that's what they do. Yes, they don't tell you everything. The police. They can't. They say that someone else was maybe him in another car. Not sure how true that is. Okay. Oh, Lord. I can't take any more stories. I'm telling you, I can't take any more. Ah, unknown, be nice. Play nice. You all are horrible. Maybe we should call Don. He might know where he is. Maybe he's out. Maybe he's in Rogersville. Jeez, golly. Who's going down in the dungeon to look to see if Brian's down there? Jeez. Jeez Louise. Maybe that's where he is. Brian is in Rogersville, hiding at Candace and Don's house. Oh, somebody give me a hammer already. Jeepers creepers. Where is he? Him downstairs. Down in the maid's quarters of 110 Ben Hill Road. Oh, gosh, somebody please. Just put an ending to this, all this madness. Yeah, imagine that. I said that to somebody earlier. I said, imagine all these people sitting at a table together. I said that to Crystal earlier when I was doing my R. Kelly live. I said, just imagine all these suspects at a table. Who would be the last one that come in the door? Brian at the table, Donald, Candy, R. Kelly, all of them. Just sit all these bums at a table together. It would be an interesting sight. Be a fly on the wall. See how these people act around each other. Oh, drinking and tweaking with them. Oh, Celeste. What if he just knows he deserves it and starves himself down in the dungeon? Now that's too funny. Hey, can you get down there? Jeez. He's thinner than they are. He could squeeze down there. That conversation will lead to multiple felonies. Oh my God. Yeah, ain't that the truth? They all be trying to one each other. Yes, one up each other. That's true. Give each other tips. Oh, I can't with you guys. Good morning, Rand. How are you? Yes, no criminal trust each other. That's for sure. Certified quality. That's a good question. I mean, a good answer. He might purchase a used vehicle as well on the road. Yes, could have. That's true. That's very true. I don't think many of you thought about that. Could he have purchased a car on the road? But then at some point, how's that going to work? You got to get tax for the car. After a couple of weeks to a month, the tax got to come in. How you gonna get a legal tag for the car? You're on the run. I don't think that would work. Yes, to catch a criminal, got to think like a criminal. Yes, indeed. Traveling to where? AT. I wonder if Tennessee law actually bought Candace a bottle. What do you mean bought her a bottle? Oh, Lord, don't y'all start. Cars too easy to be seen. Yeah, that's true. Oh, his daddy will put the car in his name. Well, then you be aiding a fugitive. bottled liquor. I don't know. Brian ain't gonna walk forever. Well, that's what I'm saying. How old would they get? Bicycle, please, y'all. Y'all stop. I can't. You all are killing me with these questions. Don said the officer bought her a bottle of liquor. Yeah, when? When did that happen? Now that's funny. What police officer would buy Candace Bly Wells a bottle of liquor? Are you all hearing? Please stop. I can't. Well, go to Puerto Rico. See if you can get some Wi-Fi while you up there. See how long that lasts. Oh, right when Summer went missing. Well, maybe, they probably stick together around through those parts. So he might have did that out of just being nice. I don't know. There are probably more people helping him. Maybe. Because people like to root for the underdog. Yes, I hope the parents are charged too. Yes. That has actually been reported about the liquor. Oh, I hadn't heard. Mark said, wait, who's Don? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Where did they go when they went on a 3-day camping trip? Was they setting up a hideaway? They could have. I haven't the foggiest idea, honey. It's no telling. Well, maybe he was in disguise. That's why didn't nobody see him. You just never know. You just never know. You never know. Thank you, Miss Jed. Thank you for the donation, baby. What is it? Somebody arrest? Drug charges. Lord have mercy. At the campground. Well, where is the campground at? Up here or Florida? Just then they got him. Y'all stop it. A reporter just said, well, let me see. I don't see anything in the news. Well, it was like Tupac got a new song. I don't see anything. Update Brian Laundrie. Yeah, the only thing they got was a day ago. I think I already just about them going to the house, the FBI. I don't see anything else. It was on YouTube, Fox News 9 hours ago, the video I was talking about. Okay. Hello, Lisa. Thank you, darling. I don't know. I've just had about enough of this. This is starting to make me think of summer. I've just had enough of this nonsense. It's ridiculous to me. Because it's like no end in sight with this nonsense. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, somebody just uploaded a video. Dog the bounty hunter thinks he's found Brian Laundrie. He's waiting on the authorities. Somebody uploaded this 5 hours ago on here. Somebody's channel. Lord have mercy. Somebody says Roberta Laundrie calls cops on dog. Oh Lord have mercy. What in the world? See, this is becoming a spectacle. Just a spectacle. Jeepers creepers. Well, I'm gonna head out of here. When I get some more information, I'll come back with something. He found a campground his parents were at. I think that's the story where he found the campground. Okay. Spent the night at the campground. Please, Susu, please stop. Y'all killing me. Yes, you all take care. I thank you all for tuning in. If you want to donate to the channel, $BigAngie129 Cash App. I'm going to check out of here and let you all get on your way because everybody needs to get up and get to their job. Beat that horse down. Get that money. I don't know what to say right now. I'm just like kind of in a daze because I'm just in a daze with all these stories and versions. I just don't see an end in sight. It's just like this just goes on and on. Yeah, good morning, not good night. Good morning. Good morning. It's morning. Dang. You can't get away from this stuff, but this is sad. But when I get more information, I'll bring it to you. You know, I haven't brought any he said, she said gossip because I try not to get into all that stuff because if I can't get verification, I'll mention it every blue moon, but it wears me out. And with all the stuff that happened with Summer, that stuff just wears me out. You know, bring me a receipt to something that's got some verification to it. Because this just gets so old. You have a fabulous day too, darling. Thank you so much. Still dark here. Dark where? You must be an hour behind me. Lunchtime here. Oh, in the UK. Lord have mercy. Smooches. Thank you, darling. Yes, when I get more information, I'll bring it to you. I'll bring you a source. I have to do some updates because I got to bring you an update on Collierville, the shooting at the Kroger in Collierville. That's 40 minutes outside of Memphis, Tennessee. I got to bring you an update pertaining to that. What information they learned about the shooter, and naturally more information on R. Kelly and any other story updates that I've been discussing. Oh, Lord. This is just so sad. Oh, anytime unknown. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Well, honey, just drop it on my community post. Just go over to my community post. Anything you come up with some validity, just post it on the video pertaining to the subject. Just don't post it on anything because I don't like that. And it throws people off when they come in and they don't know what you're talking about. They don't have anything to do with the said post. So any post pertaining to Brian and or Gabby, you could put it on the said post. Any updates pertaining to this story. I will try to look for the conference that the press conference that the parents are going to give. So listen, gotta wear a bulletproof vest. You got that right. Thank you, honey. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you, honey. I will. I'm going to try. Yes. Heather, just drop it on my community post. What you want to tell me. Anything you want to tell me about the story, just put it on the post that it's pertaining to. All right, you guys, I'm going to head out of here. You all stay safe. Thanks for hanging in there with me this late morning. You have a great day too, Heather. You all be careful. If you see something, say something. Mind the children. They do matter. They are our future. Prayers to the Petito family. And prayers that Brian is apprehended. We don't have to keep discussing this, round and round and round. Because as I state, it's only so long he won't be able to maintain out there. He won't be able to make it out there. Shoot, yes, I do need some beauty sleep. What you talking about? I need all the beauty sleep I can get, honey. Oh, stay woke. Yes, stay woke. Remember, everything you need to know is at the beginning of the story. Pay attention to the details, all the little things that look suspicious, out of place. It's because they are. There's no accident. There are no accidents. As one detective said, and I heard another detective say it probably within 2 days of the one detective saying it on TV, there are no coincidences in true crime. I believe that. I believe that. There are no coincidences in true crime. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Have a good morning, and I will talk to you guys later. This is Everyday Shenanigans.